What is going on, guys? I'm Consumer Tech Review, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Aukey KM-G15. I'm going to do the unboxing, and then I'm going to go over the pros and the cons and give you my own real-life experience that I've had with this keyboard. And if at any point during the video you guys want to check out this exact same keyboard, I'll have Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. I do got you guys, but let's get into that unboxing. If you don't want to watch the unboxing, here is the timestamp to skip it.
All right, guys, unboxing the second Aukey keyboard on this channel. I'm very excited. I have no idea what this keyboard is, so it's gonna be exciting. Okay, it says it's the KM-G15. Now, the last one I reviewed was the KM-G12, and it wasn't amazing, but it was not bad for the price. Let's see what the G15 looks like. Whoa. Loving the white switch keycap holder, and it's fully rounded. Now, this is a full-size keyboard, and whoa, it is heavy. And there is the KM-15 by Aukey. That thing is awesome. Okay, so you guys might or might not like how this thing looks, but I don't know what kind of switches are on this, so let's try it. Okay, so it's got blue switches again, which actually feel pretty good. Honestly, and I'm gonna tell you honestly, these Aukey blue switches feel better than Aukey blue switches. And that might be because of the super heavy duty bass, but this thing is really heavy. It does have the flip up risers as well. You can change the cable, it looks like. Yeah, so you can go out one side, which is pretty nice. That's actually pretty sweet. Although I wish it was detachable, but not a big deal. And I love that you have volume controls right here, plus, down, mute. Usually those are in the opposite order, but I heck with it, man. Let's get a little sound test. Hey man, if you like blue switches and you don't want to pay top dollar, these actually feel pretty nice. Alright, so I turned the light out so you could see the RGB, the fan light is still on. However, it looks pretty good. And as I suspected, if you hold FN and then you play with these keys right here, it should affect the RGB. Pink actually looks really good with the pink on pink. I like it. I know this is probably more of a girly thing, but I think it looks cool. Now, the brightness on it is about normal for a keyboard, especially like a budget keyboard. However, we're not talking HyperX Alloy FPS type RGB where it's super bright. It's just about average. But yeah, overall, it feels super heavy, super sturdy. Let's get to the full review. Take it away, Future Consumer Tech Review.
All right, jumping into the first pro of the Aukey KM-G15, that would have to be the build quality because this thing is pretty solidly built. It is heavy with a capital H. This thing weighs almost 3 pounds. And yes, it is a full-size keyboard, but no, that is not normal. That is probably the first thing that you're gonna notice is they actually did quite a good job with the build quality, which translate directly to keyboard feel of the actual switches. So because the whole keyboard is so solidly built, the keys themselves feel solid and everyone likes typing on a solid keyboard. Moving to the next pro, that is gonna be the switches. This keyboard actually has Aukey switches. So Aukey makes their own switches, and these are blue switches. So you're gonna get a click and you're gonna get a tactile bump. Now, these switches, in my opinion, are quite good for the price and the price range. These, I would say, are in the same price range as something like an Aukey switch, but I think these are actually better. And I was kind of struggling with it and trying to figure out which one's better. But at the end of the day, I think Aukey actually makes better switches than the Aukey switches, which is really crazy because Aukey's are way bigger than Aukey switches, but that's just how I feel about it. If you like typing a lot, you are going to absolutely love these switches. They're nice tactile feel, they have a click, it sounds nice, it feels nice, it's very satisfying. Now the next pro is a big one for me. It actually is a full-size keyboard, of course, which means it has the full number pad, full arrow keys, and multimedia keys, as well as the FN functions. Now, as well as that, it has dedicated volume controls for volume up, volume down, and mute. They're in an interesting order that is not normal. However, it's not a problem at all because I absolutely love that they have the volume controls because that is huge for me. I'm listening to music all the time, and having volume controls directly affects my day-to-day schedule with where I'm turning the music up and down. It's just super nice to have on a keyboard. Now, of course, whether you guys are girl gamers or you're just into Japanese culture, because I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you want this pink keyboard, you're probably gonna be a little bit into Japanese culture because that's very big there. And honestly, putting some Japanese custom keycaps, like some artistic keycaps on the top of this keyboard, will look absolutely fantastic. And I think that's what Aukey is really going for. But if you guys game, this is fully anti-ghosting, which is fantastic, which basically means that every key that you push, let's say you push 10 keys at a time, all of those 10 keys are going to be read at the same time in your PC or whatever you're using, but it's fully anti-ghosting. So you could press every single key on the keyboard and every single key would be registered in your PC or whatever you're using. Now the next pro is it's pink. Like that is the point of this keyboard. It is pink and it's so pink and it's actually awesome, and I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it, but it looks cool. And I have to stress, I can't stress this enough, if you put custom keycaps on this, like really artistic custom keycaps on it, it is going to look absolutely epic. And it's also 2020, and if you're a guy and you like this, don't worry, it is 2020, it's about to be 2021, get what you want. Now the next and last pro is that it actually has different channels for where you can put the cable through, so you can either have it come out the left side, the right side, or come right out of the top of it, which is actually really nice and helpful for a lot of people's setups depending on where their PC is or where they put their laptop or whatever you're really connecting this to. It helps with your setup and cleaning it up, which I do appreciate that. But now the cons, and there's one, because for what this keyboard is, it's really awesome and it's not that expensive. Now the one con is that it's not a detachable cable. I would love to be able to see this keyboard with a custom cable on it, but unfortunately, you can't do that unless you really want to customize and go and solder things. But I don't want to do that, and I have a feeling that most of you don't want to either. So who is this keyboard made for? It's made for somebody who loves that pink color and probably wants to put custom keycaps on there, wants a super solid, heavy keyboard, which is a big selling point for me, and just enjoys a nice typing experience or a nice gameplay experience with the keys. This is super solid and you're going to feel that every single time you press down a key. And again, if you do want to go pick up this keyboard, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. This is definitely a niche product. I know it's probably not going to be for all of you guys and probably a lot of my subscribers. However, if it is for you, it's for you and you'll know it. If you enjoy this video and it helped you out, help me out and throw a like below. And if you enjoy gaming tech reviews and tech reviews in general, I do a ton of those, so please consider subscribing. We hit 22,000. So awesome, so awesome. And by the way, go follow my Snapchat. I've actually been posting a lot on Snapchat, not like in place of YouTube, but I post like just kind of about what I'm doing, upcoming videos. You guys will understand more of upcoming videos. You'll kind of get an update before the video comes out. I'm not gonna hold myself to anything, but I post on there sometimes. Go follow it. But guys, it is legitimately probably gonna happen. We're probably going to hit 25K before 2021. I know, it's like counting down. Right now it's December 24th at 5:43. We can do it. It is a ton of subs to get, but I really think that we can do it, and I'm gonna try my best. And if we don't hit it in 2020, we're gonna definitely hit it before the 15th of January, which is still insane, but we're still going. We are still going for before 2020. This was Consumer Tech Review. Thank you guys for all the support you've given me lately. It's been crazy as always, but even crazier lately. But I'll see you guys later.